Oh, yeah, Scott Goodyear is a great example of how you can go backwards if your car is not handling. Right now, Scott went all the way back to 6th place in a couple of laps. And Buddy Lazier, who's on a tear, he's up in 5th place, starting in 14th position.
Boy, this really keeps your attention. Let's watch him go now. Buddy Lazier. Lazier was in 6th place. Battling up now for 4th position. He continues to climb. Started 14th.
And the car directly in front of him is Scott Sharp. That's a battle for position. Sharp is being shown in the 3rd spot.
And Ron Hemmelgarn was right when he said we're very confident because these guys come from 14th to 4th, challenging for 3rd right now, and he's not going to stop there.
Hey guys, I told you to watch Cheever with the new Infinity power plant. He's halved his starting spots into the top 10.
You know, there's so much stuff going on this 1.5 mile oval track that we can't keep track of it. Just imagine how busy these guys are out there.
I thought we were busy. There is the children's beverage group number 51 for Eddie Cheever, the defending Indy 500 champion. We told you, brand new Infinity power plant. He won in Orlando and in Aurora, but he's elected to go with Infinity, and he's put it into 10th position after starting 18th.
Eddie Cheever, always a challenger, very confident in the move of changing engines so close to the Indy 500, and so far it has worked out for him.
Cheever has always said that the most important thing about a driver is not qualifying. For him, it's about the race. He says that's where the bulk of the $1 million is.
Now, Buddy Lazier is battling for 2nd position right now. He continues to climb, chasing Mr. Ward now.
Lazier is in 3rd place.
Okay.
And that guy in front of him right there is Jeff Ward. And let's have a look and see if he closes in, how long that will take him to get there. But he's on a move.
Well, rookie Mike Borkowski, this has got to be an unscheduled pit stop for the PDM Icehouse racing team because they should not be into the pits until about lap 40.
That looks like they might have had a puncture or something. They changed tires, filled up the fuel, and we didn't see any other work being done to the car.
185 laps to go. Buddy Lazier, the Charger right now. 14th, climbed all the way up to 3rd. Greg Ray is the leader. Jeff Ward in 2nd position.
Lazier won the inaugural race here at the Indy Racing League as they unveiled themselves back in 1997. But he's not had good luck since then on the 1.5 mile ovals. But tonight he's done very well. And Vince, is there a reason for this newfound power?
Well, they were confident from day one, rolling off the truck, that they had a good car for this racetrack. Obviously, they won here in '97. Buddy Lazier told me we've got a great race car. Ron Hemmelgarn said we've got a great race car. And Buddy particularly likes these 1.5 mile tracks. They had an excellent setup on full tanks during practice today. So I can tell you for sure that Ron Hemmelgarn and Buddy Lazier are not surprised that he has moved to the front of the field.
Well, Vince, he's just moved into 2nd position. How do you like that? Ward is overcome now by Buddy Lazier, and he'll set his sights on Greg Ray. So we have some great racing coming your way. We hope you'll stay with us. Pep Boys Indy Racing League action under the lights. The Visionaire 500K. We'll be back right after this. I hope you'll stay with us. Welcome back. It's exciting Pep Boys Indy Racing League action. The Visionaire 500 from Charlotte, North Carolina, here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Greg Ray is your race leader, and it's a situation taking place with Jeff Ward. He had climbed all the way up to 2nd place. Then Buddy Lazier climbed up and took over 2nd place, and there he is. Let's go to the pit area for an update. What has happened to Jeff Ward? Here's Vince Wells.
Chief Mechanic Mitch Davis. Mitch, why did you bring him in under green? You were running so strongly.
We were running really fast. He got a wiggle with the car. We didn't know if we had a tire going down. We cut a tire or something, so we came in just so we don't hit the wall.
Even under the green, you wanted to be sure.
Yeah, at 220 miles an hour, if you think you got a puncture, you got to bring him in.
That's Mitch Davis. Look for Jeff Ward to move his way back to the front, though. They're very confident in his car here tonight.
Yeah, it's a wise thing to do. I mean, if the driver thinks there's a problem with this car, you got to come in. I mean, these walls are very unforgiving at these speeds. And looked like he got loose there, too.
Now we're working some heavy race traffic. There's your leader right there, Greg Ray. He's going to have to slice through this traffic, and this is going to be an advantage for Buddy Lazier. Lazier has begun to close on your leader. Things are going to get tight. And how about Billy Boat in 3rd spot?
Billy Boat charging. He was not very happy at all with what was happening with his qualifying run, but he has a great race day set up, and it's working under the lights right now. And Vince Welsh is standing by with the great A.J. Foyt.
Actually, Calvin, but A.J. Billy's made a great run, started 9th up to 3rd. How's that rash horsepower?
Well, everything's going pretty good right now. We've just got a long ways to go, and so far everything's good.
Okay, well, AJ's pretty comfortable. Kenny's a little further back in the pack, guys, but Billy's certainly on the move right now.
Calvin Fish referred to Roush horsepower. This is the first race for A.J. Foyt. He used to run K-Tech engines. Now he runs for Roush power plants.
And there's the race leader right there, settling in. He's had a great start so far. Greg Ray is turning some laps at over 220 miles an hour early in the race. And look who's back in the pits. Here comes Jeff Ward.
Yeah, we saw a wiggle from Jeff Ward coming through 3 and 4 over those bumps, and he's got a handling problem, severe problem. And they might have to look at engine mounts or things like that. They're checking everything out.
Let's check him with Vince.
Well, his rear end is scooting all over the place, so they're not sure what's wrong, but they wanted to bring him in just to find out. Right now, they're checking all the suspension, making sure that the tires are on firmly, but there's a question as to the handling of this car. Obviously, things are not good for Jeff Ward. Let's go back in the Lazier area.
Buddy Lazier has now shrank the lead to less than 2 seconds over Greg Ray. That traffic has cost Ray really dearly, and he's being really buffeted.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, when you look at Buddy here, you say, man, that car doesn't look like it's handling at all, but he's handling really good. A lot of kickback in his steering wheel, but Buddy's just going like gangbusters here tonight. And he's seeing, Tony, he's seeing Greg Ray right now. He can see him, and he's just going for him.
If you've just tuned in, 38 laps completed so far. Greg Ray is your race leader. Lazier is in second place. Billy Boat has climbed all the way up to third. Sam Schmidt now riding in fourth. And in fifth position, it's Scott Goodyear. So things are really panning out nicely right now for Greg Ray, but this guy's on the charts.
You see that car right there? That's the leader.
And we've got a yellow crash on the race course right now, out of turn 2. Contact is made with Mr. Unser, hit the wall. Most importantly, he's climbing out of the machine. Robbie Unser hits the wall, lap 39.
You can see the disgust in Robbie Unser because, as our pit guy said, all he wanted to do in this race was finish. He's not going to.
And I think we're going to see some pit stops coming our way here pretty soon. The pits are closed right now. As soon as they open, I have a feeling that the guys will come into the pit.
So we'll go under caution here on lap 40, under the lights here in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Lowe Motor Speedway. And we're glad you've joined us here for this race this evening. And the weather conditions improved greatly. You would have told me 24 hours ago we're going to be racing. Well, we weren't quite sure it was going to happen with all the rain that came down.
Now, this yellow is really going to help Buddy Lazier because he was burning down the track.
Hey, buddy, after you pack up,
Ari was actually faster than Greg Ray. His last lap speed was 211 miles an hour under green. You know what Greg Ray turned? 207. So watch for Lazier in the Coors Light Silver Bullet. He's going to come out on this restart.
What I saw out there is that when Greg Ray came up to a bunch of cars, he backed out of it, and he didn't feel comfortable going in there. And I think that Buddy Lazier is very strong in traffic.
Let's go back and take a look at Robbie Unser's problem as he came out of turn number 4. Again, the car just gets away from him. Some parts and pieces were actually flying off the car.
What's coming out of turn 2? The left rear is flat right here, but it's after hitting the wall and after him getting on the brakes really hard to slow down the car.
Let's go back and look, and let's look up in this area to see if there's any debris that comes off the car before it comes around. The tire is already down. The tire is already down. It was indeed a flat that may have caused the accident.
We're under yellow right now, and you can imagine the pits will be very, very busy on lap 40. And here comes the race leader, and everybody else follows. They go to work now. Calvin Fish is there as they go to work. Calvin?
Greg Ray comes into his pit stop. Looks like a routine stop so far. I spoke to Tom Knapp, the crew chief. He said everything's fine, no changes made. Greg Ray out of here. Quick pit stop, guys.
That was nice work. Now we'll watch the Panther Pennzoil team going to work right here.
What's happening for Greg Ray is Greg Ray may not get out of the pits quick enough. The purple car directly in front of him is Buddy Lazier. Lazier has won the battle, not on the racetrack, but on pit road.
Oh, yeah, and that's just the easiest way to pass the guys. When your guy in the pits really help you out, just get you in and out, you know, that quick. So great start by Helmergarn Racing here. And he's ahead of him right now. We're not sure if he's the leader.
14 turns on the weight track.
Boy, that was some some serious work, huh? We're enjoying the Visionaire 500K here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. 41 laps complete as cleanup continues out of turn 2. We can tell you that Robbie Unser is okay, but he is definitely out of the race. And Davey Hamilton also out of the race as well, along with Tice Carlson after an early accident in this race. So we're racing under the lights, and the leader right now is Buddy Lazier. Billy Boat has climbed up as well, along with Sam Schmidt. We'll have more action. Hope you'll stay with us. Pep Boys Indy Racing League action, the Visionaire 500K. After 43 laps under the lights here in Charlotte, Buddy Lazier has charged to the front from 14th. Greg Ray is second. Goodyear now in third. Sam Schmidt fourth, and Scott Sharp riding in fifth position.
Now, as good as Buddy Lazier's pit is as bad as the third place man, Billy Boat's pit was. Watch these guys right here trying to get the air jack in. They were delayed there. Now they're trying to get it back out, as well as the fuel nozzle. And they're having severe problems, and time is ticking off. And everybody just goes by him. Vince?
Well, we found out the problem with Jeff Ward, broken sway bar. You see the sway bar and the way it's pieced together here, but it came completely apart. Thankfully, Mitch Davis had the team's backup car just behind the pit area, so they ran over, exchanged the sway bars, and now Ward is back out on the track. Also, between Robbie Buell's team and Mark Dismore's team, they thought that there was one driver cutting off the other in the pits. The two teams exchanged heated words in the heat of the battle. Let's go back upstairs.